Go, Darius, go, fellas. Know your worth, know how good you could be. Let's go get this done, man.
Yep.
Let's go work. Bring it in, bring it in. 10 show on 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 show.
Welcome to the season finale of Our Football with Chris Ash. And Coach, offensively against Maryland in the season finale, you were able to do some positive things.
Yeah, we did. We were. We ran the ball well. We had more balance. Thought we threw and caught the ball better than we have, at least in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So there were definite improvements.
Gio Ricchino was his 5th start, and I thought he showed a lot of poise in this game and really showed a lot of productivity.
He did. He connected on some balls. He made some throws that were very hard throws. He just got to get more consistent. He made some dynamic throws, some really tough throws in tight windows, and then that wasn't consistent with some of the easier throws that you think we should be able to make. But really pleased with Gio and the way he continued to improve and where he's at heading into the offseason right now.
He was 22 for 39, so how do you establish the consistency you're talking about?
It's a process. I mean, all the pieces of the puzzle have to work together. Again, I've stressed so many times, it's not just the quarterback. We have to protect better. We had 7 sacks on Saturday. You can't give 7 sacks and feel like you're going to have a chance to be really productive in the pass game, because the quarterback, whether he gets sacked or not, is going to start to get rid of the ball in a hurry and not trust his protection, and that happened to us at times. So we have to be better at the O-line and our protection to be able to get more consistent play from the quarterback.
Justin Goodwin had 181 in all-purpose yards, and that spin move was kind of dynamic as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an impressive move. I didn't know if he could do that. I was worried he was going to pull his hip or something.
Through the middle, Justin Goodwin, a spin move, and he's in for the Rutgers touchdown.
Justin's been Mr. Steady all year long. I can't thank him enough of how he handled himself this year and the production that he gave us and the way he worked. I love that kid, and to see him be able to go out and play a game like that in his last game meant a lot.
A little bit of extra sauce on it. Goodwin scores from 28.
Can you talk to the guys and say, here's professionalism from one of our players, you guys need to follow suit?
Absolutely. You're always trying to recognize individuals that do things the way you want them to be done, and Justin does it all the time.
14th play of the drive, up the middle. And Robert Martin has a touchdown for Rutgers.
Robert Martin ended up with 14 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. When he was healthy, he really gave you a positive surge as far as the rushing attack.
Absolutely. Robert did a great job this year when he was healthy, like you mentioned. We have to find a way to get Rob healthy all the time, because 100% Rob Martin is a pretty good player.
A sophomore, Brandon Russell, went out there, made 12 tackles, filled in for some injuries, and shows that a guy can really make a lot of his opportunity.
Absolutely. It was really his first chance to get out and get want to start, but get significant snaps like he got on Saturday. And really proud of him. I mean, it's not like he's played a lot. He didn't have a lot of practice reps. It was a game time decision. Tyreek Williams was hurt and couldn't go, and I had to put Brandon in there. And he went out and gave us a lot of effort and made a lot of plays.
So when you look back at this last football game of the year, do you feel like you left a lot out there? Do you feel like you gave it your all?
We gave it our all, but there were a lot of plays that we didn't make. There were a lot of plays on offense that were there that would have been able to extend drives and potentially give us points on the board that we didn't make. And then defensively, we had a lot of guys in the right positions, and we missed too many tackles on Saturday.
What was it like to coach these seniors for the final time?
It was emotional. There were really a bunch of good guys in that group that bought in and did all the things that we wanted them to do. And I wish we had them for longer, another 2 or 3 years. But they were a tremendous group of individuals to be around for this last year, and I wish them nothing but the best in the future. They're going to be a lot of those guys that go on and are successful in whatever they choose to do.
Do you feel like the results were not commensurate with the attitude, with the amount of energy they put forth, and with the overall commitment?
Yeah, I mean, we're a 2-10 football team. You can't deny that, you can't hide that, and there are a lot of reasons why. But we had our opportunities to win some games. We were right there in 4 other games, in my opinion, that we had an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter, and we didn't get it done. We got to find a way to get that done, and we'd be sitting here with different results and having different conversations right now. But I do think that we are in a much better place than the 2-10 record shows. I think the foundation has been laid, and I think that the gap between us and the rest of the teams is not as big as a lot of people think it may be with a 2-10 record.
Do you take any solace in the fact that 4 of the top 8 teams in the country are from the Big Ten and teams that you played?
Yeah, we talk about it. We played 9 teams that are going to go to bowl games. You got 4 teams in the top 10 that we've played. So it was a demanding schedule. But guess what? It's going to be that same way next year. It'll be that way the year after. And we just have to continue to try to close the gap, and we will. And we're not that far away from some of the teams that are going to bowl games, and we'll close that gap, and hopefully we're going to pass them up.
Later in the show, we'll talk to the coach about the future of Rutgers football. We'll also talk to a couple of seniors who combined for 87 career games and gave it their all. More Our Football with Chris Ash just ahead.